Automatically.
One time. Three times. 4 times. Doing gang things. Living super clean. That done came up. Can't control us. One time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. One time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. Look at you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Hey, used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid under pressure. 25 lighters, got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for you, ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side, hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy, could've turned out like your homeboy. Been on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had goal. Brand new you on the old time road, take care. Home where you bust your low. Black men don't teach, screaming bond the hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. One time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that have moved up. Even if you had a slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work gets it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. To stay hot while the world is freezing cold. The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking what your info. Prosecutor could be trying to do you in for the 2020 twins, so you passing out the info. But no, you had purpose, you had plans. I ain't throwing nothing on Mercedes bands. Won't impress y'all, don't need no fans. That ain't my God, who is that man? This real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you peep these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah, real man. Sheesh. Yeah. Doing cane things. Living super clean. That it came up.
1 time for my king doing king things. Mom these hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I submit and I cook and I clean and I never hold back on that pop. I'ma let it rain. Made me honest, I got a ring. All praises to the most high, let it sing. A real man able, sister never came. And I ain't going nowhere, this is not a game. Look at you, girl, you lonely right now. Settling for bums instead of men the most high. He provide and protect so he get our respect. And he leading us aboard when them chariots fly. I don't really think you hear me though. You can't cross this bridge on some billy goats. Let them save you in the end like a Seminole. Be help me, shout let the silly go.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Sheesh. Yeah. All right. Old school players are new school fools.
This is not an Outcast reminiscing concert.
She,
What's up, boo?
A little bit. You good, Kimbo?
Thank you, Pax.
Put it on the stove.
With your handsome little haircut.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
We here, Southern.
It's the dynamic duo. We're both with you this evening.
Dynamic? We dynamic?
Wonder
duo?
Twins.
Wonder Twins?
You don't know about the Wonder Twins?
Yeah.
Wonder Twins activate.
Nah, this a little gay a little bit.
How's it gay when you're doing it with your wife?
With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet.
There's not 4 of us.
It's
5 of us. Whatever. It's
Still.
only 2 of us. We the Wonder Twins. We the Wonder Twins. Get out of here. Okay. Just in case you're new here, please allow me to introduce these 2 crazy people in front of you. I go by at Miss Mono's World in these content creators, streets, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the places where the content creators be. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about going live tonight. I usually go, like for the past couple of weeks, I've been going live on TikTok, but this topic may be a little too delicate for TikTok censorship. So we're going to start it on Instagram and see what happens. So y'all just be praying for us. This magnificent, lovely, also handsome gentleman to my right, probably your left, is Monologue Cat, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we in the building. All praise to the Most High.
Charting, founding member of Gideon's Army, the love of my life.
Hey, man.
The founder of F3, the founder of B3, which will be coming to y'all November 28th and 29th. Just in case you have not heard about it, it is our 2-day basketball tournament. Bring your teams. You can win $1,000 for your team.
And that's a fact, Jack.
Teams of 5 up to 7. It's up. It depends on how many. ways
basketball
you split
tournament,
that
man.
money.
Basketball tournament, man. Goddamn, bring your 5, man. 5v5, Southern. We got referees. We gonna have performers. We already got Anaviel, the servant. We got goddamn Roy, the chef in the building. We got heck of more artists that we just ain't announced yet, man. So what I'm saying, y'all just gotta goddamn pull up. November 28th, 29th. That's Thursday and Friday. That's Thanksgiving.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
You
anyway.
ain't celebrating. You ain't carving no turkey.
Don't sit up in your room sad and lonely. Hang out with us.
You ugly anyway. You might as well
I did
go
not
to
say
Everest
that.
College.
I did not say nothing.
Nah. I just think about them Everest College commercials.
You ain't doing nothing with your
you
life
ain't
anyway.
doing nothing with your life anyway. You might well pull up the B3.
Does
You
not
ain't
make me
eating
want
no
to go to
turkey,
Everest
eating no
College.
dressing or nothing. You might well pull up, man. B3, shawty. Not too bad.
My goodness. So for more info on B3, which one? 3mgmusic.com.
Yeah, that one.
To sign up for vendor tables, also 3mgmusic.com, tickets, all that good stuff. All right. And then just, keep up with what we got going on over here at the House of Mono. Brianna, shalom and shalom, sis. Thank you for joining me.
She ain't joining you. She's joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
It's a us
I'm
thing.
sorry. I forgot. It's a
thing.
us show now.
It's a us show. Matter of fact, this my show a little bit. I done took over. I'm just playing.
Are you playing?
Why Boaz don't want your ass? Cause you's a regular. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think I ran down through all the preliminaries. We talked about B3. We talked about Miss Mono's myself. Duh, I'm just reading the captions. All right. So first and foremost, man, prayers to everybody who is dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. I know, it varies from slight power outages to total disaster as we're witnessing in Asheville. Speaking of Asheville,
I just had a brother.
Let me. Is Asheville giving anybody else Katrina vibes? Like from the dam, supposedly, one dam broke, and then they said another one is in danger of breaking, to just the stories that we are getting, and now come to find out that this is supposedly the area where one of the largest lithium mines in America is placed.
Blow the whistle.
Okay, now the government is telling these people that they can't go back to their houses. The government is pulling an eminent domain on them.
So
this is allegedly. I've seen it on Facebook.
Hold on. So this is crazy because you're saying this. So
Mhm.
I have a group chat that I
Mhm.
have with probably about 10 Israelite brothers.
Okay.
Who, keep in contact with. Sometimes we ain't keeping in contact like that. But when things is going on, or when we want to encourage each other in the scriptures, or, feast days coming up, any of that stuff. I just had a brother reach out to me, reach into the group chat, and this is what he said. I didn't know nothing about any of this Asheville stuff. No, this is at 7:24 today. He texted me. So not even an hour ago. So now that you saying this, I ain't talked to you. Have I talked to you?
No,
about
we
this?
didn't talk about this.
No, I didn't talk to you. He said, Shalom. For those of you that don't know, I live in Asheville. And what you see on the news is 100% real. Nothing is being hyped up. Me and mine are good. No power since last Friday. No internet and spotty cell service. We do have running water, plenty of snacks and drinking water. Y'all pray my strength because this has been a long week. Then he went to saying him and his wife and daughters have been troopers and is giving him a lot of time to teach his family.
Right.
Also pray. He's saying somebody in the family got COVID. Another family member can't take care of them because of their own medical conditions.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I just received this text at 7:24.
So
and I text him. I said, "Hey, brother, why you ain't?" I don't know how far we are from Asheville, but I know we got generators with an S on it. I was like, "Bro, if we needed to meet you, we could have met you with generator." But he said they got generators and stuff. So I don't know what the news is saying about Asheville, but this is a brother that I know, and he says ain't no cap on it.
So, well, and then this is the stuff that's not on the news. So I have to say allegedly about this stuff, but this was a firsthand report from someone who has family on the ground. They're supposedly having these town hall meetings and they're telling these people that, no, you can't go back to your property. The land officially belongs to the government. They're not trying to recover the bodies. Listen, I believe TikTok more than I believe the network news. Okay. And it's real life people that are there recording what is going on. Multiple people have been talking about the stench of the bodies that are just floating around. Multiple people have been saying that volunteers have been told that they cannot volunteer unless they're trained specifically by the United Way. And just we've heard these stories before with other disasters, what the United Way and the Red Cross and all of these other more highly funded agencies. And again, this is all alleged, but these more highly funded agencies are taking these donations and not just giving them to the people in Asheville. They're taking them and dispersing them as they see fit. I just can't believe. Let me stop. Because as much as I want to say, I can't believe that we live in a place like this. I'm not surprised we lived in a place like this. I'm not surprised. Look at what this country was founded on. It was founded on theft and robbery and stealing from people. I mean, the fact that you took it upon yourself to redirect waterways as if you are the Lord Almighty and have power to control water. And now, oh, the dam broke. We don't know how. All of a sudden.
What I'm scared about, I just text bro to see if he's free to join in the chat. At least tell us what's real and what's not real. Because like I said, his first text was, I live in Asheville, and what you see on the news is 100% real. Nothing is being hyped up. So, like, I ain't what I be working all the time, you guys. This woman is the one who keeps me up to breast for the news.
Abreast, not up to breast. The word is abreast.
I said abreast.
You said up to breast.
I get up to breast.
Up to date.
I like to be up
Sir, come on now.
I'm just saying that if what you saying is what you've seen, and this brother who lives there is saying, bro, no, ain't no cap on that. This is real. So I just text him to see, you know what I'm saying, if he was willing to join in to the chat.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. This lady was talking about how her neighborhood isn't flooded out. They don't have any power or utilities or anything like that, but at least in her neighborhood they're able to pull together. So they'll trade whatever during the day. Like one family had a generator, so everybody was just going over there to charge their phones, and then at night they would start a fire. So people could come out and cook their food. But then she was like, at dark though, all you hear is gunshots and people yelling because they're having to defend their property from freaking looters and thieves.
Yeah, man. I want to tell our people, man. And when the brother texts me this, it's crazy that you're saying all this. Now, none of this was. Me and you haven't discussed this.
No, we did not talk about this at all. This is his first time hearing this from me.
You just said this, and everything that you're saying is the things that we're talking about in the conversation. After he told us about what's going on, a few brothers, of course, said they were praying for him. If they need any help, I told him I had generators, I could meet him. He said he was good on that. And then I texted him, I said, all praise to the Most High. Everyone, please lock in and get ready to stand firm on your faith. Iran joined the war is definitely a key country in the biblical prophecies. Iran is Persia biblically. We're seeing Great Babylon starting to fall. Our leadership idols are being exposed. We had this storm, and now another is approaching. The port strike, which could bring in famine. We are seeing it all come to pass. It's time to gird up our loins and keep the faith. It's getting close to time, my guys. It might be 20 years from now, but it could be 20 days. Time to stand on what we claim to believe and also prepare. Whether it's gardening, getting some chickens, growing food, getting guns and ammunition, learning how to hunt and fish. The Bible tells us what's going to happen. How dare we not be prepared?
Right.
And I'm saying all that to say, y'all, we watching it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You can either be the one that's knocking on doors saying, hey,
please help me.
Y'all got something can y'all help us, please?
We gonna be standing on our porch like old boy and leave the world behind with the shotgun cocked.
And ARs and all other kind of guns that we get.
Because listen, yes, in times of peace, we all want to share and be generous, knowing that I can run to the store and get another pack of chicken. But baby, when I can't run to the store and get another pack of chicken no more, and it comes down to your family or mine, what do you think people are gonna do?
Nah, bro, we shooting over here. Like,
and so,
we pray that the Most High bless us with enough that we can take in these and those. But guess what? There's only a certain amount we can take in with the current amount of land that we have, with the current amount of house that we have. We ain't sitting on, you know what I'm saying? I'll praise, maybe, hopefully soon we can have 10 acres.
Perfectly soon.
We can have goats and lambs and cows and, you know what I'm saying? We can, but right now it's, hey, folks, and we got to start with family.
Right.
We got mamas and daddies.
Brothers and sisters. Nieces and nephews.
That stay right here in this local vicinity.
Yep.
Them first.
So, you know, I pray that y'all have the same attitude about your family, though. We as believers have no reason not to be prepared. The Bible tells us that, yes, it's going to come like a thief in the night to non-believers, but we believers, we going to have a clue. Like, it's some paw prints on this trail. It's more than enough Blue's Clues for us to figure out what is going on right here.
Yeah,
and then I saw on the news, on the BBC, of course, that the price of gas is about to skyrocket because when Israel attacked Iran, they hit one of their oil fields or an oil preserve. So now the price of gas is about to go sky high. So that let me know that you was in the spirit when you went and filled up the cars today.
Oh, listen, man.
All praises to the Most High for that.
Yeah, I must understand, World War III has already started. It just ain't.
It hasn't reached us
It's
yet.
still the first. It's still the first round. You know what I'm saying? Where the two boxers they feeling each other out. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather first round. We trying to see what you gonna do. Tactical on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Dodging a little bit, staying away. Ain't really that much going on.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, that thing done, man. World War III done started already, man.
It's already started.
It's here.
It's already started.
And it's all biblical, man. And so now it's time to get.
And if you don't think that there have not been some kind of subterfuge, war, tactical invasion type exercises occurring on American soil already, you are so far behind in the class and there's no time for you to catch up. Like, seriously, it is just because we are not in a full on onslaught does not mean that it's not already happening here. Okay. Speaking of which, you got the port workers on strike right now. And today I just found out the freaking Amazon workers are going on strike. Amazon?
Hand clap for that.
Amazon?
Hand clap for that. Not for the port workers, but for
you don't clap for people having to go on strike.
We clapping for the We clapping for the Amazon workers going on strike. I just posted that on my social media. I said, all praises to the Most High for the Amazon workers going on strike because my wife's spending is probably going to decrease by 50%. That is all praise to the Most High. Bump the Amazon workers. Not bump the Amazon workers, but bump Amazon a little bit.
Well, first of all, no, because here, I mean, the 2-day Prime delivery has been shaky lately. Okay, so but let me say this as a previous union steward. Okay, I stand with our rights to have a union. I stand with collective bargaining. I believe we move better as a group. I mean, any group of people knows this. You move better as a group. So I hate to see workers having to strike.
You said people can't go home because the government owns it?
Because the government is claiming eminent domain to their homes and their land right now. I hate to see them having to go on strike. Like, we should all be able to make a living in decent conditions with a fair time of work-life balance. So by all means, I stand with them. You know what I'm saying? The Instacart workers ain't on strike. the UPS workers ain't on strike yet. So we'll
we
see.
Need all of it. We need Uber Eats. All the eats people. We need all y'all to go on strike. All the eats.
Anyway.
Yeah. All the eats. Go on strike.
Okay. So did you have anything else before we
move on?
Hop into the main.
Yeah, I know. I just want to pray for our folks, man. Listen, it's crazy out here. We talked about the strike.
I mean, yeah, we was just talking
Port
about that.
strike.
Where you been?
No, I understand.
I mean, I mentioned it just now.
I'm just saying, man, it's prayers, man, to all of our folks, cause AJ, man, hey, man.
Hey, there y'all are.
There y'all are.
What's up, y'all?
Shalom, King. Shalom. Give that man a hand clap, man. Shalom to y'all are, man, in the chat. Listen, man, it's getting ugly out here, bro. And we gotta.
Man, you gotta watch people these days. Every time I hear about something else, I'm reminded of the scripture where it talks about men's hearts failing them for fear. And it's like every time you hear something, it's like boom. It's like labor pains.
Yeah, y'all just don't know what's going on. And woe to those who are in church every Sunday. And you're still getting a feel-good message every Sunday. The Lord showed me he wanna bless you. New house. Grab your keys. Come on, spiritually unlock this new house. Spiritually unlock this new car.
Grab that money down from heaven.
Yeah, listen, man, that ain't what the prophets was sent here to prophesy about. Y'all goddamn going to these churches, running around because this pastor or preacher making you feel good, talking about what the Lord want to do. This your year. This your year. No, bro. This the year the Most High is out here sending. Bro, if your church does not teach you that you live in America and America is Great Babylon, if your church can't teach you about the prophecies, when the Bible tells us what countries are going to go to war to destroy Great Babylon, the Bible tells us that stuff. Yeah, they called it Persia in the Bible, but go and look what
the Medes
Iran.
and the Persians.
Go and look what Iran name used to be. Nigga, it's Persia.
Iraqis used to be called Persians up until like the 90s. I remember
That's
still
the
calling it.
Iranians. But then you got to look at the I mean, yeah. All right, but then you go look at Russia. Yeah, bro, this is Gog and Magog. Bro, you go and look, bro, all of this stuff is in the Bible. Y'all going to these churches, bro, and they ain't teaching you none of that. So while
how are you still sitting in church?
Y'all going around looking and thinking all of this stuff is normal.
People can't think this is normal.
No, they think they could just pray for America because God is with America. If we just pray hard enough, it's gonna get better. Yeah, they think, oh, we just pray.
They think it's gonna.
Lord, please touch us.
They looking for somebody screaming peace, peace, but there is none.
Yeah. They gonna keep praying, and they don't realize all of this stuff is prophesied to happen. Great Babylon must fall. The one country that's pushing goddamn gay on the whole world.
Oh, boo.
That's pushing goddamn trans on the whole world. That's pushing bull crap on the whole world. That's pushing this foolishness on the whole world. Got the whole world drunk.
Like and share the live.
On this idolatry. This is what America is. And this is why all of this stuff is coming to America. It's coming, and it's happening soon.
I mean, I don't understand.
Be on the right side.
I guess it's just that we've been lied to for so long that we haven't been taught to look at America as every other empire that dominated the world. They're no different from the Romans, no different from the Greeks, no different from the Persians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians before them. It's the same exact trajectory of events, except we just live in this day and time with this technology. The Bible says nothing is new under the sun. So this stuff just keeps happening, and we've been taught that, oh, that happened such a long time ago and there's no way that it's relevant now, when it's the exact same playbook that they're reading from and using against us. So this is why I'm always on here talking about repent. Like, repent and turn from your sins. You don't know what's going to happen. Sure, everything is fine now, but I was watching something and they said it takes Iran only 2 weeks to build a nuclear weapon right now. If they don't already have some over there, I don't know why we acting like we're the only ones that have any kind of nuclear capabilities anymore. This is not your same post-World War II America where the rest of the world is. The rest of the world powers are devastated, and now we're a superpower. We are not a superpower anymore. We might be a power, but I mean, compared to the America that was the superpower, we're not that. We're not that. We are convulsing because we will not be able to receive imports from other countries. When America was the superpower, we didn't need imports. We were building we were manufacturing cars here. We were building them here. We were getting our textiles from here. We were getting our food from here. We were growing our own food. But we've let them cajole us into this
cajole us.
Cajole, like gather, like
that's a $20 word right there. There's a hand clap for that $20 word right there.
We let let them cajole us into this
I'm about to get-
dependency upon them. If
I'm
you
using that
remember,
tomorrow.
there was a time when you had to grow your own food for your own family. And if you didn't, then your family just didn't survive. There was no grocery store. You wasn't taking you couldn't ask nobody for no food stamps. You had to grow your own food and make it on your own. But we've let them cajole us, like I said, into this sense of dependency upon the government as if somehow the government is some kind of infinite source of resources. I'm just...
Don't let them cajole you.
Well, it's too late. We're already there.
Y'all already cajoled.
We're already there. And that's why
Not cajoled
people
over
are
here,
freaking buying all the toilet tissue. You cannot, I don't think there's anywhere in Douglas County right now where you can get toilet tissue.
Y'all must understand, toilet tissue and paper towels does not come in through the ports. That
And y'all
stuff is
ain't
made,
taking them all for the people in Asheville. They don't need that much toilet tissue. I
that
mean,
is
come the
made
heck
right
on.
here.
Come on.
You niggas be Trump.
Like, I need us to start operating with both eyes open now, understanding that there's no one there to catch our back. Like, if you do the trust fall, the government is not going to catch you. They're too busy funding Ukraine and Israel right now. Sorry for you. I mean, look at the destruction in Asheville, and your vice president, who is begging for your votes to be president, went down there with her whole mouth and said, "Oh, we got $750 for y'all."
No, what's he said?
That they were going to be giving each family $750.
What that gonna do?
That's not. I mean,
Trump gave us that week. I'm just saying.
I mean, you got a point there, though, and that's what I'm saying. This is looking very Katrina-ish. It's the same exact pattern of events. You got people who are stuck, no communication. Freaking, who was that? Not Bezos. Elon Musk sent Starlink satellites so they could at least have some kind of internet and some kind of cell phone service.
Time out, man. All these people that's in the chat, we ain't got. I mean, all the people that's tuning in. Where's the comments, bro? We want to discuss with you guys. We want to hear what you guys got to say. Come on, send your comments. Y'all making this boring. No.
Oh, gee, thanks. I mean,
no, I ain't saying you, boy. I'm saying, no, we want to hear what y'all got to say about this. Are y'all experiencing it? Are y'all got something going on?
What are you seeing on your social media feeds? Definitely join the conversation, y'all.
Join the conversation.
But, I mean, I do this.
And all y'all people, all praises, all the people that is now in the chat, please go ahead and like and share. This is right here. Why Boaz don't want your ass? Hand clap.
You know, impromptu commercial.
Why Boaz don't want your ass? Make sure y'all follow the YouTube. Anybody that is on the Facebook
or the TikTok.
On the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, goddamn, follow at Monologue My God, you know what I'm saying? On the YouTube.
MONOLOGMAGAD.
They're right. They're right. You know what I'm saying? And for those who would like to give, we will be hosting the House of Mono along with the House of KD, along with the House of my brother, Pastor Kendall Young. We will be putting together, I guess we're waiting for it to get a little cooler, but we will be, because me and KD both have print companies. My brother has resources. We're going to do a homeless outreach for all of our throwaways. Like, we got coats, jackets, mess up hoodies, sweatpants, all of these things that we have that have misprints. It's kind of like when somebody is going for the Super Bowl, they got all these shirts printed, and the losing team, they send all those to a foreign country. Well, we have the same thing. We got misprints. We got hella misprints at both of our companies. Hoodies, jackets, sweatpants, t-shirts, like long sleeves,
nice material,
sweatshirts. No, these is dope stuff that they're just misprints.
A misprint.
Right. We're about to put together a gathering for all our brothers and sisters, and we gonna go out to the community, give them away. We gonna feed the community and also share the gospel with the community. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
All right, so you want to get into our main topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I'm sure that'll feed into other things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so last night we were talking. I think we were talking about the whole Diddy situation. Okay, and then my husband mentioned to me that he had saw a clip. And do you want to tell about the clip since you saw it, or
No.
My summary will be fine?
I messed up the chat. Where's the chat?
Over here, honey. You see right here where it says chat at the bottom.
Where? Oh,
right there. Okay. Okay, so last night he was telling me that he saw a clip of a podcast, I'm assuming. And this young lady was telling a story about how when she was in high school, you know, she didn't really fit in, didn't have a lot of friends.
Yes.
She was kind of a nerd, such and such and such and such.
Yeah, I can take it over. Yeah,
Okay.
I read it. And
Take it away.
The sister was saying how she was a nerd. Basically, she was saying she was lame.
Mm-hmm.
But she said she had to walk home. She had to walk home every day. She walked home every day, you know. And then she said, bro, there was some very nice looking, handsome young brothers. And they was popular. And I wanted them. But they had to walk home every day too. They've been walking home, ignoring me. They've been walking home, ignoring me. And one day they spoke. And I was happy as hell. I'm the lame.
Did she say happy as hell?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. This is
you know how you
she was
ecstatic.
Ecstatic. Nigga, through the roof. Get dang, ooh, on 10.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. The cool, handsome guy. She kept making a point to say these niggas was very attractive, very nice looking, and they was popular. Oh, how I would love to be in this circle. But I just wasn't.
Okay.
Then one day they spoke to me. Then one day they invited me over. Then one day I went over there and played Call of Duty with them.
Call of Duty.
And their family was so nice to me. Aunties, mamas, daddies, uncles. Everybody treated me. She had a horrible family upbringing. No family.
So she gathered all this love just from hanging out over there one time?
Listen.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying, go ahead.
Yes, that is the same girl we talking about, ma. Listen, and she was like, listen, I'm over there. I don't experience none of this at my house. Aunties, they come in the room. Hey, you want something to eat? Come on, make you a plate. She telling you at her house, she don't even eat. There's no family there. Nigga, it's horrible. Nigga getting fussed at, told how bad she is. I'm over here. It's like, nigga, this is the life.
Man, can you come on?
No, I'm telling the story.
Okay, we get it.
She said, I don't even want to go home. Then one day, it's starting to get dark. Of course, she got to leave. They tell her, hey, mama saying, because her mama in this house. Hey, little girl, about time for you to go home. And then the little boy, who's the same age as her, saying, hey, Charlotte, hey, when you get home, Charlotte, you can sneak back over here, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you in. We can play the game some more. She goes home. She sneaks back over there that night. She's like, bro, this is the best time I've ever had. Heck yeah. She goes over there. They play the game for a little more. Then next thing you know, him and her start to get a little ooh. All consensual. Kissing, they would whoop. Next thing you know, they smashing. She's enjoying it. He bends her over. Would whoop. Then the door opens. She think, oh my gosh, we're caught. His mama. Oh, we about to get caught. No, it was his cousin or his brother. Okay, we're good. They keep on smashing. The boy didn't leave. Then he tells her, "Hey, can my cousin?"
So she ain't had no reaction when the brother walked in, like tell your brother to get out or nothing like that.
None of this.
Okay.
I'm just telling the story
Okay.
as it was
Yeah,
told.
I'm just asking. Okay.
And then he tells her, "Can my cousin have a turn?"
And she says,
Yes. Now she does say what she's going through in her head. Like, should I let him get some? Should I say no? Should I not? Woo woo. And she says, heck yeah. Then the cousin gets some. Then the next brother. So it ended up being about 3 or 4 of them. And this happened a whole lot of years. Now, we must say that this same lady now has a goddamn OnlyFans.
oh,
And now is out here selling this stuff. All of this good stuff.
what stuff? Her OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're coochie, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but what we can't do, and what I don't.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Well, what I'm saying is we can't use someone's current
No,
occupation of a sex worker
No.
to discredit.
no, 100. But
Yeah.
what we must ask is, and now she's telling her story and was like, oh gosh, I realized how I was abused. And
See?
and this is the I think this is the conversation that we having. What
think.
is abuse? What is you agreeing to a situation? I regret to say that I've been abused, and I've also had some consensual whoop whoops. I was probably 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna say 5ish. And my babysitter, not my babysitter, but my babysitter's next door neighbor, had a little girl over there. She probably like 12. I think she's like 12. And she used to come over there during my nap time and goddamn hop under the covers with me and make me suck on her boobies.
That's gross.
Yeah, now I did not take this as sexual assault.
You was 5. You didn't know better.
Yeah, I didn't know better.
You were 5.
She's like, yeah. And she's threatened me. If you ain't gonna suck him, I'm gonna just put him up. And so, like,
you were 5.
I would have to.
Nobody blames you.
No, I feel you 100%. But also, if I'm 18 and a chick walks in on me and say, "Hey, my boy, me and my girl gonna do this to you. What's up?" At this age, I'm able to make a choice.
She was 18?
No, I'm going to say she was like 15.
15, 16?
But the boy is also 15. You know, like
everybody's the same age.
Yeah, everybody in like the same age group. And all I'm saying is we are not trying to, anybody is being forced to do something, anybody is being taken advantage of. No, these are victims. But what you can't do is god dang agree to something. I've had chicks, not me, but personally, I know people who had chicks who was like down for all the homies can run this choo-choo train. Not me, because I've never done such.
Anyway.
But you can't then years later come back for something that you agreed to do, something that nobody forced you to do, no threats, no guns, no violence, no nothing, just saying, hey, would you like to? Or because he told you a few nice things. Girl, you're so beautiful. Oh, you so pretty. Look at that curly hair you got. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga game you what they call Riz today, we can't now then be like, oh, back then we would have said
Okay,
he rinsed me out my drawer. Go ahead, baby. I'm just saying. I'm just
Hey,
talking.
I'm trying to talk and you
Just hop in there. You hop in whenever you want.
So listen, so Brianna, so this was my reaction at first, obviously, because when he's first telling me the story, I'm like, oh, they took advantage of this girl. She had low self-esteem. She wasn't feeling good about herself. They saw that, they preyed on her, and this is where she ended up. And so I and myself had to work through some things. Consent is consent, and no is no. And so my question multiple times was, okay, when did she say no? First of all, she snuck back over there. You snuck back over there. And I'm not going to believe that a 15, 16-year-old don't understand why we're sneaking over a boy's house late at night. I can't bring myself to just think that, oh, no, she had no idea what was going to happen, which is why I always tell my daughters not to be behind closed doors with a man that you are not ready to have sex with. This is when the lines start getting blurred because, well, you came over here, didn't you? What did you think was going to happen? I'm not saying that it's 100% morally on the up and up, but living in the reality that we live in today, that's a reasonable question. What you come over here for if you wasn't going to, and we both of age and know what's going on. So I asked, did she ever say no? Did she say no between the first and second dude? Did she say no between the second and third dude? I fear that we live in such a feminist dominated society that it's almost like whatever the woman says automatically becomes the truth. We went from nobody believing women when they claim they were assaulted or anything like that to now it's believe all women no matter what. When you have 3,258 people calling the lawyer's office to say that they were assaulted by Diddy and or his cohorts, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying.
Yeah,
3,258 people. And I'm not saying that some of them wasn't some on purpose mix up call-ins or whatever to throw them off the trail or whatever. But out of that 3,200 people, it's like still 120 something people that allegedly all have the same story. And now let's be clear on this, okay? Slipping drugs to someone is never okay. We're not talking about that in this situation. This situation that we're talking about is when a woman who I'm going to say in this situation, because of her low self-esteem and because of how she already felt about herself, I'm going to say that she did this act searching for acceptance, searching for popularity, wanting to belong. And now, maybe looking back, or even before now, when she was looking back, she's realizing like, oh, that didn't get me what I wanted it to get me. Now I wish I didn't do it. Oh, they took advantage of me because I had low self-esteem. You're all 15. We're not talking about a fully developed frontal lobe on a 30-year-old. We're talking about two 15-year-olds. For you to think that a 15-year-old is more emotionally healthy than you at your 15-year-old self, especially when we love to talk about how girls mature faster than boys, it's giving hypocrite. Like, it's giving liar. You want to talk, like, we always want to call double standard. This is some crazy work right here. So you mean to tell me that I can tell a man, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Go to the place that he tells me to come. I can come to his hotel room. I can come in his car. I can come to his house or whatever. And then if I wake up the next day and decide, you know what? I ain't really like that. I wish I could get that piece back. Now I can go to the police and press charges. Are you
Yeah,
here?
yes. I want to get to some of these comments.
Okay.
That was letting you talk because you saying.
All right, well, let's get to this comment.
So she let them all hit, and years later, she is calling it abuse. And they all was the same age, and she said okay at the time. But now it's abuse. Maybe I'm missing something. Is she saying yes at the time? Then how will the boys know it's not consensual? Con.
Right.
But now, shalom, sis. AJ, that's a fact, sis. 325 is crazy work.
Yeah, and I'm sure some of them was like sent by him and his team to give the lawyers a hard time or whatever.
And now we just must understand too that we gotta understand too. Hold up. Yeah, now when she went back, that was on her. And also she didn't say no to the multiple men. I get that. But they gave her the attention that she never had, and that led to her promiscuity. But also at the same time, I'm gonna say this is why it's our parents' job, the fathers, the mothers, and especially the fathers, to listen. A boy, I want y'all to understand this. And I think this is the thing that because church and different people has taught us differently. A boy, any person born a male, sees a woman and he wants to do it to her. I know you think that that's not supposed to happen.
You're barbaric if you think
he loves the Lord. He loves Jesus and all of that stuff. He sees a woman and he wants to put his Johnson inside of her vagina. This is how the Lord made men.
Why do you think women, we as are commanded to dress modestly, to help our brothers and to keep them from temptation?
Listen.
Like, it's that serious.
Every animal, every creature, every mammal in this world, a man, it's the reason I know we hate to hear this, and we like a woman is born with the amount of eggs that she's ever gonna release, and a man got millions of sperm.
He makes
every day.
He makes them.
This woman can only get pregnant like once a month. You know what I'm saying? This man can goddamn go knock up 1,000 women this month. I'm not. Listen, there's a man. It's like we've been taught in churches all the time. Hey, young man, I know you 19 and you love Jesus. But if this chick comes in here naked and everything's sitting where it's supposed to be, you shouldn't even like it. You should love Jesus enough where you shouldn't even like this. That is a damn lie. That's a damn lie. And we got all of our young men thinking this bull crap because of this bull crap teaching. How many of our men in the Bible, men of the Lord, that said he saw her and he wanted her? No, hey, why did he choose this one? Because how she looked. No, listen, man. Stop making these young men think I should see nakedness and I should
be disgusted.
Should not desire it. That's not what.
Like you only supposed to turn that switch on once you get married.
Yeah, bro, that's bull crap. So what I'm saying is, a man, a boy, he gonna throw what they call it these days, Riz. They gonna call it Riz. Hey, my sons tell me right now, hey, Dad, can you Riz mom? Hey, can you Riz mom up so we can go to Six Flags on Sunday? Do our sons
right
say
that? There in my face too? They don't care that I'm standing right there.
Hey, Dad, can you Riz
mom up so she'll make us some chili cheese dogs on Friday? Like, for real, y'all?
That's it. And so,
that's what you think?
my sons is homeschooled. They don't know nothing but the commandments of the Lord. They know these law, statutes, commandments. You bet not put a piece of pork in front of them. You
No,
bet
they
not
would tell
tell them
you
to break the
super quick.
Sabbath. You bet not, bro. They gonna look at you like, nigga, please, nigga. We keep these law, statutes, commandments around here. But these guys who homeschool ain't never been to school a day in their life, never had a vaccination. They don't know the latest songs, nothing. But these Negroes still know
that they daddy riz up they mama.
not even that. These niggas hey, bro, they like girls. It's just nature. And so a boy is gonna tell a girl all the great things she need to hear. Girl, your hair is so curly. It's the best curly hair I ever seen. I would love to see it laying down next to me.
Okay, stop messing with my.
I'm just saying, like,
and so what I was,
if you fall for it.
Okay, so when you say stuff like if you fall for it, that feeds to my other argument, because I'm not gonna lie, like it took a minute for me to bounce this ball around in my head, because yes, I was thinking that, okay, so if you're just rizzing a girl up to have sex with her, knowing that you have no intention of honoring her, being with her, or anything else like that can be in her mind that you manipulated her, took advantage of her, or whatever, right?
I would say that I agree that I'm saying that the Bible, no, he's wrong biblically. He's wrong biblically because you ain't supposed to when you lay with a woman, she's supposed to be yours. He's wrong biblically, but he did not rape her and he did not take advantage of her.
So, right. And so here's the difference. Like, there's a difference between being guilty of playing games and lying and being guilty of straight up assault. As someone who's been a victim of straight up assault, like had my life threatened if I did not just let it happen, that line has to be made bolder, because it's not fair to those of us who have actually been assaulted. Okay, like I actually said no. I actually tried to get away. This man threatened my life. All right, that's assault. But you deciding that, dang, he caught me on a bad day and I shouldn't have did that to him. Or now you want to look at him and be like, oh, he dusty, so I don't want nobody to... You understand what I'm saying? Like making up stuff in your head instead of taking accountability for your behavior. And this is another thing that scares me about us as women, because this happened when she was 15. So she's what, 30, 40 something now. So at this big age, you still refuse to take accountability for your behavior? Like at this big age, you can't look back at your 15-year-old self and be like, yeah, we was wrong for that. You still want to blame other people.
She could just look back and say, I should have said no.
Exactly. But and so this is what scares me about the condition of females right now.
She had LSE, low self-esteem. She had low self-esteem and let the attractive boys hit to find some self-esteem. That is what happened.
Right. I mean, she thought it was going to make her the it girl, and it did not. Apparently, she's on OnlyFans.
I'm dying laughing. Yeah. I don't know what was said, but I'm pretty sure she's not talking about this situation.
I forgot what you were saying, but it was funny.
Even a godly man want to be nasty sometimes. Nigga, all the time. Here you talking about? It's nature, but it's a parent's job to guide that young man to stay with the woman he's laid with, or at least approach a woman in that way. All praises. And so this is what I'm saying, that it takes the parenting on both sides. We're teaching our young men, like I said, we got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
They 9 and 6?
Yep.
Paxton just turned 9.
Yep.
Yeah, so Ada'll be 7 in January.
Yes.
So they 9 and 6.
His front teeth growing in, y'all.
I'm going to tell you right now, we have 2 godly young men who are homeschooled. They're growing their own food. They're attending to the chickens. They're helping run their own businesses.
Their own business.
They only know the laws of the Most High. They can quote you the commandments. They can quote you the prayer, Matthew 6. No, this is what they do every day. And they are still mannish as hell. No, they just got haircuts today and they talking about yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a riz up. Listen, they will.
Ain't no girls around. They don't go to school.
They'll tell me, hey, I need talking to their mama. Dad, my riz better than yours. Let me show you this. This is. Listen, man. This is. Hey, it's just natural. It's kind of like, when a female dog has puppies and she just knows to feed them. This is just human nature. My sons is just naturally men. Now, they're going to be great men. But also, I got a little 6-year-old boy right here that ain't gonna lie to you. Leave him around your girl, bro. She gonna hear the best compliments she's ever heard in life. Am I lying to you?
No, you're not lying.
Man,
he will make you think you are the most beautifulest, wonderfulest, sunshiniest, like the world, the sun, the moon and the sun rise and set on you. That is how Atticus can make you feel.
He wasn't taught this.
No, I don't know where he got
this
this
in
from.
His blood. It's in his blood. Nothing back.
He'll just come up to me.
That's how I got it, mama.
Mom,
you know what I'm saying?
There's no sunshine brighter than your love for me.
Yeah, this nigga 6, bro. He ain't never been to school a day in his life. No daycare, no babysitter, none of that.
I don't know where you get this.
It's just in there.
But they do it. And go ahead.
No, I'm saying so. Like, we gotta protect our daughters against that. My dad, I grew up in a 2-parent household. My dad used to say all the time, "Hey, man, you tell your daughter and your wife, both of them, you tell them how beautiful they are all the time. So when they go hear it from this old nigga, it don't shake their world." No, she used to hearing it. She used to him. Dang, baby, you beautiful. Dang, you gorgeous. Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, if my wife choose the trip, then nigga, the demon hopped on her. But I'm saying, I don't think there's a nigga in the world who can compliment my wife more than I compliment her every day.
No.
Am I lying?
You're not lying. It's every day. It's constant. Sometimes I'll be looking at him like, what do you want? Why are you BSing me? Like, what is going on with you? And he'd be having to tell me, like, nothing. I just really think you're pretty. I just really like your hair. No.
I like that booty.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. No, they didn't know everything.
Okay, let's get back to these comments. Joseph left. Hello, he did. Ran away. Left his shirt. Ran away. I feel you on that. A man is gonna be a man. And this is what we have to get back to understanding. Okay. Like we were watching Mr. McMahon. Y'all should check that out. If you were ever into like wrestling, when it was WWF, you should check out Mr. McMahon. So we were watching that documentary and it was talking about how some ex-employees came back and tried to say that he had assaulted them. Like this one lady in particular said that he threatened her that if she didn't have sex with him, no, she said if he told her if she had sex with him that she would go from $100,000 a year to $200,000 a year. And he made her like some of all these other promises. And now she's trying to sue him and go back and say it was assault because it was her boss.
Yeah.
And go ahead. No,
I just say I ain't gonna lie. I'm torn when it comes to that because I understand women. I don't understand women because they can't even be understood. But I'm saying if a lady come to me today and said, "Hey, I print shirts," and say, "Hey, Mano, I got this $100,000 contract for you, but give me a little something of that. And I'm gonna make it $250,000 a year contract." I'm gonna say that if I chose to do that, then I'm not gonna then come back and say, Oh my God, she took advantage of me. I'm gonna say that
You can't say nothing after the police find y'all bodies.
I made a business decision.
Ain't gonna be dead people can't talk.
I made a business decision that I chose. I could have said no. I'm just gonna keep the $100,000 contract. But if I chose and of course I would never.
So anyway, you would. You just show up with a new car, but you would.
I'm gonna bring all that extra money to you, girl.
So yeah, I think we need to. So my point with bringing that up is, just because a man is in a position of power over you does not mean that frees you from any self-control. Just because that man is in a position of authority does not mean that now you are rendered helpless. You have the mind of a child. You can't consent. Everything he does is wrong. Just because he's your boss, like we can't keep doing that.
Right, we got hella comments.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Joseph, you can read it.
Joseph was righteous and ain't want to lay with another man's wife. We don't typically think about what if she was single. Oh, I mean, that might have been Joseph's wife. I mean, come on.
Right. You got a point, AJ.
Changing your mind after the fact is crazy work.
Crazy work.
It is. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like, that's wrong on your part. Like that. No, that is wrong. And a man should be able to press charges against you for that. False advertisement, bait and switch. Like you can't do that.
All praises, she said, but all praises for the godliness, not the mannish. Hey, the godliness and the mannish, they go hand in hand.
But we are very big on no sex until marriage. So.
All right, just a long comment from my brother Jeremiah. I think what happens is that when these stories come out years later, it's hard to really know the truth. We want to believe the woman who got abused, and stories like this here make it harder to believe some women. I am against abuse all the way. I also understand power dynamics and things of that nature, but I can also spot someone jumping on the bandwagon. This type of abuse is the most heinous and needs to be taken seriously. But there are also too many men in prison who actually did not do a crime. Not to be cold-hearted, but just as a logical thinker, how can they prove it did or did not happen without evidence? It is just storytelling, and people, especially black men, go to prison based on fiction and not fact.
R8P.
R8P was not one of the things they accused black men of towards white women to justify. Was one of the things they accused black men of towards white women to justify killing them or whistling at them. Emmett Till. I think we should believe but verify. We throw away a lot of men's career off an accusation that is not even true, but because someone says it's true, then it becomes true. But we don't know, or ever will we know the whole story because we was not there 10 or 20 years ago. That's a great comment, King. I would say this too. And I promise you, I'm not taking up for Diddy, Cosby, or any of those folks in the world. But let's say a rich billionaire just so happened to have slept with 1,000 women. Because as a billionaire, it's easy to sleep with 1,000 women. Do we agree or disagree?
No, of course.
That's easy to do, right? And if one comes out and be like, oh, he did this to me. Well, how easy it is for any of the people that you've slept with to come and say, oh, shoot, I slept with him. Let me throw my hat in the ring, too.
And see, now the thing about that Cosby case is like these women were claiming that they were drugged, just like in this Diddy situation. People were claiming they were drugged. They were given drugs without their knowledge. Allegedly now the baby oil is not just baby oil. There's some kind of subcutaneous drugs put in the baby oil.
That's just niggas talking though, bro.
Which no, like multiple people have said this.
But
there's no federal findings. It hasn't been proven in court. They didn't take the baby oil to a bio lab or anything like that. But this new lawyer that is representing these people in a new lawsuit claims that they have R8P kits from the hospital because supposedly this some of the victims from this group did file police reports, did go to the hospital and have the kit done. They were drug tested and the drug test came back positive, but for whatever reason, the case was not pursued. So supposedly they have proof. I don't know, but what I'm gonna say is this: even when it comes to the alleged drugging, we weren't there. We weren't there. People party all the time, and this is what I'm gonna say to women, okay? Because now, instead of sitting there with a sea of regret, beating yourself up, your mental health is going down the toilet. You trying to find any way to escape. Instead of putting yourself in a situation where you have to go through all this, just be obedient. Stay out of these situations that you know you're not supposed to be in. You know you're not supposed to be having any type of sex until you are married. There's no reason for you to be in this man's house alone, in his bedroom alone. There's no reason for you to be meeting him at a hotel room if that is not what's about to go on. It's just like these women that get flued out and then want to get on social media talk about, oh, look what he did to me, look what he did to me. But people are catching on like, well, what you think he flew you out for then, girl? We need to have that same attitude when these women talk about, oh, I went to his hotel room. And why did you go to his hotel room? Let's just exercise some common sense.
Yeah, man. It's getting to the point where you're going to have to goddamn have people goddamn
witness
sign
the consent.
Sign. Yeah. Hey, before you lay with anybody, it's going to have to be a signed consent form.
I need a drop of your blood, a lock of your hair.
Yeah, because it real talk, it's just like, yeah, because it's always been known that a woman can goddamn go and say whatever.
Right.
And then you're wrong if you don't believe a woman. Yes, ma'am. Y'all was texting at 2 a.m. and he said, hey, I want to dive in some of that. And you said, I would love you to dive in some of that. And then he sent you the Uber.
The address.
And you came over there. And then you left. And then
you got up and went to work the next day.
And then a year later, you got taken advantage of? Like this, yeah, man. Like, I think I want to say that all people that's being taken advantage of, the people who are doing them wrong, if there is any R8P involved, you need to get dealt with, bro. You shouldn't be taking nothing that don't want to be given to you. Well, I think it just be so hard for me to understand it because I've been a man of a very promiscuous past. I was out here, okay, and I've indulged in some of the jobs or lives that created that was easy accessible to promiscuitism.
Promiscuity.
That's what I was trying to say. I was a big time kind of like a big time rapper out here.
You Billboard charted.
Billboard charting, going to I remember when our stuff first started making World Star, and I couldn't even go to the malls here
World Star
in Cobb County without folks running up to us. Oh, I seen you on World Star. People knew who he was. I was a tattoo artist. Tattoo artist gets. And all I'm saying is I've never had any piece of. There ain't a chick in the world. Well, I would say that differently because I guess anybody can claim anything. but I've never had a skeptical piece of.
You were never not sure that it was fully
there
consensual.
was never a skeptical piece of coochie that ever took place, and I ain't a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and
I ain't never took nan piece of coochie, not even a little bit.
That's sad. It really is sad. I don't know why it's making
What are you doing?
because we've been on for a certain amount of time. It make you do this. TikTok make you do that. Okay, let's get to some of these comments. All right, where was we at? That's right. Dead people can't talk. Y'all better
Hey man,
look at it. Tread lightly. Y'all better help y'all brother. Come on, mouse thing.
Yeah, we need a mouse pad down here.
Diddy the Diddler being the baby oil bandit is crazy. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't know. I'm a lean toward that the baby oil was sus. I'm a lean that the baby oil was sus.
Hey man, if I'm rich, hey, what looks better than a beautiful butt naked woman in front of you? A beautiful butt naked in front of you, beautiful woman butt naked in front of you, oiled up. I don't think it's nothing wrong with having 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Pray for me. I'm gonna watch Blink twice because they said a lot of what happened in that movie Blink twice.
We watching that tonight?
You want to watch it tonight? I gotta get up in the morning.
I'm showered. You showered?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
It depends on how long it is. We still gotta get up in the morning and do school tomorrow, Friday.
You got live classes?
No, not on Friday.
Yeah, we can watch.
Tyson learned the hard way. Oh, I remember that. Do you remember when he went to jail for raping that lady? Allegedly. No, not allegedly. He was sentenced and convicted and served time.
Yeah, but still, I just think it's kind of.
But again, because I remember that documentary or that movie. Why go to the man's hotel room if you're not going to use what the hotel room is for? It's like, as a person, as a critical thinker, as a person with some common sense.
Have you ever, when we was dating, and I invite you over to that goddamn, invite you to that room for the weekend, did you think?
Did I think what? I knew what I was coming for.
Yeah,
I'm a whole grown woman. I know what I'm coming for.
Exactly. I know what you're coming for too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so lame. Oh, I thought we was just gonna have tea. You can have tea at Starbucks in the public. You don't need to go to nobody's hotel room to have tea or review a script. And that's another thing that makes me mad, because it's like, you did what you had to do to get where you wanted, and now, I'm gonna turn around and tell on everybody. That's what kind of made me upset about this whole Me Too movement, because it's all these famous Hollywood actresses, these millionaires, these women who are like icons of star and screen. And now you want to turn around and turn on the people that you slept with that put you in that position because you were sleeping with them.
Yeah, if I slept with a chick for some position, that's how I got able to be a co-host on this show. You know what I'm saying? What? I was sleeping with the host of this show, the hostess, Miss Mono, and she, allowed me to be on this show. And wherever this takes me from here, you know what I'm
Let's
saying?
read this comment.
I'm gonna be thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come back and be like,
you're not gonna come back and Me Too me?
Yeah, I ain't gonna Me Too you, Charlotte. Like, I understand that sleeping with you got me this spot on the show. You know what I'm saying? Just hear what it is. And if this show turns into me getting another acting goddamn gig after that, then I'm gonna be like, man, I'm gonna shoot you some money. I'm gonna say thank you for taking advantage of me, man.
Gonna call a face on me?
No, I'm gonna thank you for taking advantage of me, using your power.
Me for taking advantage.
Yeah, use your power to get me to sleep with you and stuff.
Okay? So let's read this comment, because as long as they have those kits and can prove it, throw him under the bus. However, you made a good point. How do we know that they did not take the drugs consensually? I mean, obviously GHB is a slip drug. I would take that seriously, but Molly, perk, ecstasy, like, come on. So allegedly, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a party where there are just drugs laid out. I've been to parties where it's like a bowl of joints rolled up, a bowl of white powder, a bowl of pills, and you just take whatever you want because it's a party, right? And so what I'm saying is if we're in one of those situations, and I know what you're gonna say, oh, but you shouldn't drug someone. No, you should not drug someone. But also, as a woman, why would you take something that you cannot readily identify? In this day and time, with all the talk that we do have about GHB and R8P drugs,
what's GHB?
And the date rape drug.
Oh, okay.
Like in this
Spanish
day
fly?
and time, yeah, when we are constantly telling women, don't put your drink down, don't drink it if you didn't buy it yourself. Why would you walk into any situation not knowing what's rolled up, what's in this powder, and what's in these pills?
And that's the thing I think a lot of these, especially when you're in these, we speak from a lot of where we're at financially.
Mhm.
So I ain't never been to
Yeah.
a millionaire, billionaire party. But I'm going to say that there's drugs by the galore.
Everywhere. And
you know what going on. When this tray come around with powder, if you see this pink powder, if you see the pill, I think we have a lot of willing participants. But then once the rubber meets the road, hey, it's easy to say, I don't know what I was doing. You know, I read somebody post about there's women who was married, and it's like, oh, you had a man or you had a husband, he been calling you all night. Yes, you went to this room with this very popular, very rich guy after a concert, and you shouldn't have, because you got a nigga at home. You went to the concert, you got a nigga at home. But shoot, you went there. You indulged in all the stuff that was there to indulge in. And then after it's over, you ain't responded to your husband or your man all night. And now it's the next morning.
It's morning.
And what you got to say is, somebody took advantage of me. I don't know what happened. I was going to take a picture, and next thing you know. So I mean, it's hard, bro. Like, yeah, they need an app. They need a consent app. Yeah. They need a consent app, bro.
Put your thumbprint here.
yeah, they need a consent app.
And it's sad that we have to get through that. And I know, a lot of people want to say, but the men should know better. But the fact is that they don't. Okay, and so it's just like a gazelle noticing that a cheetah is chasing her. Forget noticing the cheetah. You are aware of the presence of the cheetah. We know that the cheetah is in the same jungle with us. The gazelle does not then just frolic about and follow the cheetah around and listen to the cheetah, because the gazelle knows that this cheetah has a high probability of eating her. And it's like, for some reason, we love to talk about how I choose the bear, but y'all keep choosing the man. Clearly, you're not choosing the man correctly. So stop for a minute. Like, step back for a minute and evaluate what you're doing, because again, you're the only one that has to live with your decisions. The only one. And let me say this, a lot of y'all is out here playing stupid games with men who have never seen 30 million, 10 million, 5 million, a whole $1 million in their life. So please stop thinking that, oh, I'm going to tell my story and I'm going to get paid, or I'm going to tell my story and I'm going to get clout on social media. Because let me tell you something, Cassie was probably the first and last person that's going to see any kind of money from Diddy. We're talking about legal fees. This man done hired a whole dream team of lawyers. I'm sure if he could figure out a way to bring Johnny Cochran back from the grave, he would. Okay? So, like, it's so crazy.
I just don't understand why he didn't liquidate and get the hell on. Just me personally. Unless he's just innocent. He said, I'm going to fight this in court.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't leave either.
I'll liquidate it. If I were him, I'd have liquidated it, got the hell on. That man got $1 billion.
But maybe that goes to the illusion of power. Like, he thought he was so untouchable, because that's what they've been saying. Like, he's literally been untouchable this whole time. Like people have tried to come after him, and he's always been able to subvert it. So maybe he was believing that.
I don't think Diddy. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think if this drags on, and if we do have more stuff come out, I don't think Diddy will live. I think he will die. I think Diddy
You think
is.
he gonna eat soup outside by himself?
I think Diddy is going to die, or all of this is gonna come to naught. I think one.
You
or
think
two.
he gonna get Epstein? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I'm saying he's gonna be dead. Yeah, yes, he's gonna commit suicide.
Eat soup outside by himself. Stop getting us canceled.
Eat soup outside by himself.
Yes, that's the code for it.
That's the code for it. He's gonna unalive himself,
Okay.
which he won't do himself.
Eat soup outside by himself sound gay or something? Why you can't say that?
No, nobody. If you said that to me, I have no. See, you only talk for the people who know the stuff you talk. I don't know if this TikTok talk. I don't know
Yes,
what
it's not-
eat soups outside by. If
It's
you said
on
that to
TikTok.
me,
Like
I
people
ain't
say
on
that.
TikTok. So if you said eat soup
That's where I got the
outside
R8P from.
if you said eat soup outside by itself, I don't know what the heck that means. I was like,
Oh.
why would a nigga want to eat? Okay, he can eat soup
Exactly.
outside.
Why would he want to do
no,
that?
that's
Exactly.
fine. I eat soup outside by myself sometimes. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm saying either they gonna claim he unalived himself, and it's really gonna be they murdered him, because if he got to go down, listen, there
Yeah.
is so many
Yes.
more people. Nigga, these was
That is
Diddy
scary.
parties. These was Diddy parties. It's the same with the Epstein.
Everybody was at Diddy parties.
these are
Everybody
and
wanted
I'm
to
not
go to the
saying
all-white
everybody
party.
who went to a Diddy party got, because there's the party and then there's the party.
The after
You know what I'm
party.
saying? So like it's some niggas who went to the party who wasn't a part of the party. So yeah, I ain't saying all of them folks. But I'm saying if he gonna have to, if it looks like there's no way out, oh, listen, man, there's a whole bunch of people that got to go down with him. So I think either all of this is gonna get dismissed, or that ain't gonna be dead. And I'm gonna say in the next 6 months. I'm gonna say in the next 3 months.
I mean, if the list of possible co-defendants, accomplices is what they're saying it is, because this is
They're dead.
saying that this list
That
is
nigga
full
be
of
dead
household names, but this is the same thing they were telling us about Epstein. Remember, they were telling us about the flight logs and the client list with household names on this list, and we see what happened to him. I mean, I'm really like.
Yeah. Diddy will be dead. He either gonna be.
What other way out is there? And now the freaking mayor of New York is being indicted on his own fraud and bribery charges.
Hey,
so
let me tell y'all right now. I'm prophesying to y'all right now. Either Diddy is going to. Either this case is gonna say, you know what? All of these folks who talking this stuff, bro, there's been no merit to none of this. And yeah, we got him on some guns. Yeah, we got him on the abuse on this woman. He hit her with the whoop, but it ain't been no goddamn forceful sex, none of that. With the whoop. Now this man got 10 years probation, and now all the rest of the stuff disappear.
Well,
or he's gonna get found hung. He's gonna get found hung in his cell. One of the two things.
So the other piece of that is not just the forceful sex; it's the trafficking of sex.
Yeah, man.
It's the prostitution charges, crossing state lines. Like, so it's not just about these people being at these parties and forcing themselves. No, this is about a whole trafficking ring.
Yeah,
and you know, once you cross state lines with the intent of prostitution, that's
man. I still say that I'm standing on what I'm saying.
No, I agree with you. I thought it would have happened before now, but it looked like Diddy trying to fight back.
It's 2:00 in the morning and going to a hotel room. You are not going upstairs for milk and cookies.
You're not going to get no milk and cookies.
But these people swear that they are.
Yeah, I don't understand how these women get on the news and TV and everything else with a straight face and say this. Like, oh, I had no idea what's going on. Are you not grown? Are
I
we
didn't
all not
know.
grown?
I didn't know.
Come on now.
Mono was for the streets in a previous life.
And was.
Not a previous life. Nigga.
Excuse me? Are you still currently
No,
for the streets?
I'm saying.
Well,
And
she's saying
previous life,
previous life, like before me.
Yeah,
Is it you currently for the streets?
No, hell no. I'm for your streets. Not 1,000 bottles all up, mano.
If he could, he would. If he could, he would. Let me tell you.
Thumbprint, face capture, and voice consent contract.
Take a video. Take a video. Do you consent to this sex act? How many of y'all have seen Burt Wonderstone? It's just, you've seen it because I watched it multiple times. You know what
that don't mean jack.
Okay, so it's about this like super famous magician. Gosh, what is the whole? I can't think of the whole title of it. It's like Magical World of Burt Wonderstone or something like that. But in the movie, he's taking this girl to his room and he shows her around the place. And then he's like, okay, here's the bedroom. But before we go in here, I need you to sign this. And he pulls out this thick packet and he's like, sign here. You consent to all of these sex acts. And he gives her a whole list of sex acts, initial by each one that you consent to. That's how y'all gonna have to start doing these women. And it's sad that you got to do that. But it's like you have a notarized person on call. Okay, so after she signed, they can come in and who wants to go through all of that?
Amen.
But unfortunately, that's what these women are bringing it to. Know,
me too, Mono. I was thoroughly confused over here Googling eat soup outside. So I keep telling you, you don't speak the Negro native tongue
because like y'all don't understand. It's like I could say the smallest thing on TikTok or YouTube and I'm getting a strike.
No, I'm saying
they taking my stuff down.
Okay, well you can say goddamn, you can off himself. But we don't know what eat soup outside mean.
Soup outside by himself.
Soup outside
by myself.
No, man. No, bro. Okay. We ain't.
You would have had to been there.
Yeah, I had to. I wouldn't even been there. I wouldn't even been there.
Yeah, the whole case is it's and then every day, it's something different. And so I need my sisters to understand something here. Whatever you think is supposed to happen after the fact of you claiming that you've been assaulted, I guarantee you it's not going to happen. The news media is not going to come swarm you. No defense lawyer is going to show up to defend you. When I was assaulted, nobody came to my rescue. In fact, the person that assaulted me threatened to kill my family if I didn't drop the charges, and I had no other choice because what was I going to do? Okay, so protect yourself at all costs. Protect yourself at all costs. Okay, and the only way to do that is to be obedient to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, because your flesh and your body and your little hot box will get to jumping down there, and you'll start to thinking like, oh, I'm just going to do this and it's going to be fine. I'm going to put it out of my mind and I'm going to forget. And the fact of the matter is you're never going to forget when you give your body away. You're never going to forget that. And no, maybe I'm not supposed to say this, but ma'am, sis, cousin, when it comes to sex, no amount of repentance is going to take away what you have done with yourself. The Bible talks about how fornication is the only sin that we do against our own bodies. All right. This is supposed to be your temple. This is supposed to be the safe place for your spirit. But if you keep abusing it and allowing strangers to invade it, because the only person that's supposed to ever be inside of there is your husband. So everyone else is a stranger, but you're allowing these strangers to invade your body. And then you wonder why your spirit is broke down, why you're mentally broke down, why you're emotionally broken down, why it's hard for you to enjoy a man physically at all, why you need all these gizmos. See, oh, they restricted my life. See, I told you. I get so frustrated with the internet because it's like, I can't say anything. And they only do this to certain people.
Why you on Taco Ticks?
Like
Why you
that,
ain't go to IG?
because but nothing happening on IG. I don't even see the comments. So it's so frustrating. Social media is so frustrating. So what I was saying is, after you let these strangers come and invade your body, you're left to deal with the aftermath of that. Like, please don't think that the effects of fornication, and while I'm saying fornication, I mean any weird sex acts, okay? Sex before a marriage, lesbianism, whatever else y'all getting into these days, 3 and 4 and 5 at a time, whatever else y'all getting into these days, please don't think that the effects of that are going to end just because you get up and take a shower. This is why that's the difference between a man and a woman. Like a man does not get invaded, he invades. And think about it just in the terms that I'm saying. If you've ever watched Vikings or any other show about a warmongering group of people, you see how the invaders leave the areas that they invade. They don't go back and clean it up. They don't stay there and care for it. They leave dead bodies and destruction in their wake, and then they're on to the next one. Why do you keep lining yourself up for such invasions? Because all they do is come, they take what they want from you, and they leave you all heartbroken, confused, traumatized, trying to piece your life together while he done went on and probably married the woman that he's wanted to be with this whole time. I mean, it's just so many excuses that we give ourselves as women as to why we keep doing stupid stuff. It's stupid. And in the year 2024, I would think that we would be smart enough by now to not keep doing it. I mean, you have more than enough podcasts of women out here warning other women about the behaviors of men and about their proclivities. But y'all not listening. You're not listening at all. People are trying to help you. People are trying to offer advice, but no one wants to listen. They all want to be, it's my body. I'll do what I want. But then you want to turn around and cry assault. You can't have it both ways. Ma'am, sis cousin. Like, you can't want to be the strong, independent Black woman who don't need no man and who can make her own decisions about her body. But then when one of them decisions don't go the way you wanted it to go, now all of a sudden we playing the blame game and you're helpless and defenses. And how come Black men don't protect Black women? You told them you didn't want their protection. That's what independent means. You don't need nobody. You keep telling them you don't want their protection. And then you keep telling them that you're okay with being a whore because you keep whoring yourself out. You say you want better. We have to do better. It's like being on an assembly line, right? Because, something can be wrong at step 5. And everything after step 5 is going to be wrong because step 5 is not right. But if we go back and correct step 5, now if anything else is wrong, we can start moving along to figure out where any other problems may be. And what I'm saying is, ladies, we need to go back and correct. Let's be step 5. Let's go back and correct ourselves. Let's line ourselves up. So when we get ourselves together, now we're strong enough, we're stable enough that we can go out and tackle these other problems that are affecting our community. How are we going to be helpmeets to our husbands and we're walking around bitter and angry, living with the regret of some stuff that you did 5, 10, 2, I don't know, however many years ago you was out there wilding? but you won't talk to your daughter because you're too ashamed and embarrassed because you haven't worked through that to prevent her from making the same mistakes you did. You won't talk to your son so that he doesn't make the same mistakes that you did. All you want to do is sit up there and be angry and bitter and want to control everything and everyone around you because that's the only way you feel safe, even though you don't have any control of yourself or you wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. It just breeds more sin. It just breeds more bitterness. It breeds more destruction. We are supposed to be the mothers, the nurturers. We're supposed to handle the emotional, and I'm going to say it like that. We're supposed to handle the emotional compartment of our families. We're the nourishing part, okay? My sons don't walk up to my husband and give him a hug. They walk up to me and give me hugs and give me kisses, and they tell me they love me all day long. I'm the mom. I'm the emotion. I'm the heart here. And if the heart is not working, then what's with the rest of the body? Yes, the head is most important. We cannot function without a head at all. But I'm going to say that right after that, the heart, your brain and your heart, two very critical internal organs. Like without them, no, this whole party is going to shut down. And so I want for us to do better for ourselves. Like I'm tired of going online and seeing Black women degrading ourselves, disrespecting ourselves, and just putting ourselves in a position for people to look at us crazy. Like knowing what we know and then to still display some of the same behaviors, some of the same imagery. Are you here with me?
Mm-hmm.
You can jump in anytime.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the comments, but it's all good.
What comments?
It's hella comments.
Oh, hella comments. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get to y'all's comments. They invade your body and leave trauma behind. Exactly. That's all they do. And then you sit up there trying to figure out how you can afford counseling. Exactly. That's why women get so emotionally attached after sex. And here's the thing. It happens every time. I don't know why y'all fail to realize that. It happens every time, over and over again. But after that last breakup, you just determine that, nope, I'm going to be cold and emotionless. And all you do is go out there and fall again. Be keying somebody else's car again, knocking down somebody else's door again. You calling his baby mama, disturbing his family again. Because you can't. They leave things inside and we attach, and men get what they want, wash us off, and leave.
Facts. I mean, I ain't leaving.
And when she wasn't talking about you, you ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere. Hell, you talking about?
So let me add this because I just saw this today and it really threw me for a loop. There's this podcast and this lady went on this podcast talking about how she hated being a mother. She regretted being a mother. She hated everything about motherhood. It's just the worst thing she's ever done with her life. But when she tells her story, she talks about how she got pregnant as a teenager, was her last year of high school, and so she had to change her plans from going to college and da-da-da-da-da. Then she got in an abusive marriage, and it was just traumatic and abusive. And so she's raising children in these conditions. And I'm going to tell you what, as somebody who can get up here and be transparent and be honest with you, motherhood in a bad situation will make anybody hate motherhood. You're already stressed out. You're traumatized. You're a single mom. You're struggling. You do got somebody with you. He's a bum. He's beating on you. He's not taking care of you. Yes, you're going to hate motherhood. You're going to hate every single part of your life at that point. But this woman, even though her kids are grown now, at no point did she take any accountability for the decisions that she made. She still feels justified in sitting on the worldwide interwebs telling people that, oh, motherhood is a horrible decision. No, ma'am. You made horrible decisions, which led to you having to be a mother in a horrible situation. But motherhood in a two-parent, peaceful, cooperative home is a totally different ballgame, and I can attest to that myself. So I'm so like the internet is it's a blessing and a curse because yes, you have so much more access to the word of the Most High and different viewpoints and different messengers, but then you have people who just seem like they just rose up out of the pit of hell and got in front of a podcast camera and been going on ever since. Angelina, shalom and shalom, sis.
Shalom, sis.
Yeah,
They already know what time it's on.
all right, so did you have anything else? Okay, so just to wrap it up, the whole reason that we bought this topic is because I want my sisters to understand that regret does not equal you blaming other people for what you regret. Okay, just like you might regret eating that cake, but you the one that ate that cake. Nobody forced you to eat the cake. Anime. That's not what's going on here. And so we have to be able to take that regret and give it to the Most High. We have to be willing to take accountability for the decision that we regret. Dang, I wish I never did that. I hate that I ever did that. And instead of us, no, I'm not going to say instead of us. We need to take accountability, repent, and do the work to move on. Okay, it's not when I say do the work, it's because that I understand that praying about a thing and working it out can sometimes be a process. Like you can pray about a thing and it will still bother you. You can have some regrets about certain things and certain things will still trigger that feeling. And so you have to keep working through that until you're not as triggered by it anymore. There are going to be some things that always bother me. Like it was hard to have this conversation with my husband last night because being a previous victim, it's like whenever you feel like someone is trying to discredit your experience, you want to get defensive because it's like, no, wait a minute. But then you have to step back and realize that everybody's story ain't your story. Just because they're calling themselves a victim does not mean that they were truly a victim. And I can't let that triggering of me lead me to just be jumping on the wrong bandwagon. So we have to understand that too. It's not a believe all women society. We don't live in that time. Look at the kind of women that we're surrounded by. Those of us who claim to be trying to live righteous and in modesty. Look at the kind of women that are around us. Are these the kind of women that you want to bank your reputation on? I wouldn't give half of these heifers a job referral to McDonald's. There's no way that I'm looking to them for some kind of inspiration, some kind of leadership. I mean, again, like,
Hey.
no. So let's avoid making decisions that we're going to regret. Plain and simple. Don't go in there with that man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we got to start holding our women and our men accountable. You know, we can't hold one gender accountable without the other. You know what I'm saying? It takes what the old saying go, it take two to tango.
Mm-hmm.
Take two to tango, you know what I'm saying?
Is that your tango?
Yeah, that's my tango. It take two to tango. You know what I'm saying? This woman definitely took advantage of me when we met. But
whoa, don't do that.
But I
Don't do that.
But I tangoed. I was a willing participant.
I'm about to say you paid for the date. What did you mean?
No, I was a willing participant. And so now I can't now come back and be like,
we're married.
Yes, still. I'm just saying I can't come back and say she took it. Yeah, she took it a little bit. Well, I'm just saying. No, but on all seriousness, man, we just gotta, like my wife is saying, y'all keep ourselves out of these situations. Keep ourselves out of situations. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You calling me to your room at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. This thing hit you up. Hey, you up? Y'all know the you up
Come
text.
on.
Y'all don't know y'all know what the hell
You know
going
a booty
on.
call when
You
you get
ain't about
one.
to go over there so y'all can study no scriptures, nigga, at midnight. You ain't. Hey, you up? Yeah, I'm up. Hey, if that check come in, lamb 10. Hey, right now is maybe a little earlier because
Listen,
it get
anytime
dark.
after 9,
It get dark earlier now, so that check might come in at 8. You up? Yeah, I'm up.
8. What is it, a weekday and we got to work in the morning?
No, I'm
That's the
just
only time 8
I'm
o'clock
saying,
could seem feasible.
no, I'm saying 8 at night. It's dark now.
Mhm.
So I'm saying even if that
Under
text
the
come
cloak
at
of
8
darkness.
at night, come in to my you up? Yeah, I'm up. Shoot, you want to get together and do some Bible study? No, we could do this junk over the phone, my nigga. You know, I ain't saying that in the
You
morning
should
time.
hang up. Like, you should
I
hang
ain't
up.
saying in the morning time you can't fall for this. It could be the sun could be out,
That's true.
but you know it's easier. It's easier
No,
to sin in
you
the
shouldn't
nighttime.
be going to a man's house. You should not be going. He live alone. There's no reason for you to be over there. Listen, is you trying to live right or not? Because we can. But I'm grown.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're gonna
and
grown
you
there,
know what
gonna have them
grown people
legs
do.
up in the air.
Thank you. Listen. At a certain point in my life, I just started keeping it real with myself. Like, I'm a grown woman, and I know what I'm here for, or not here for. So we got to stop playing with ourselves. And now let me say this, okay? Because I have spent the night at a dude's house and nothing happened. Like,
we're not gonna even discuss that. You ain't never spent no night in no dude's house. Erase what was just said.
okay,
Tell
well,
another
go ahead.
story.
I don't have another story. I mean, that was relevant to what I was about to talk about, but go ahead.
You can go to somebody's house and not sin, but
I wouldn't recommend it. Like, that's not something that easily happens. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't just bank. You can't just bank on him being understanding, or he's gonna be okay. He not gonna take it that way just because I'm over there. No, it's just like when you walk in a Kroger, everyone in the Kroger assumes that you come with the intention to buy something. Why else would you be at Kroger if you're not here to buy something? Same thing with these men's in their houses. Why are you over there if you're not trying to buy something? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Why?
I'm gonna show you the results in 3, 2, 1.
Atticus in his haircut, ladies and gentlemen.
Atticus wanted him a mohawk, and he got him a little mohawk.
Where's Paxton?
Paxton!
He sleep.
I think so.
A Bible study ain't no way.
Yeah, I'll hang up. Don't call me, ask me about nobody.
Shalom, Bo. They my partner, man. Let's keep. Yeah.
How many names he got online?
Man, that nigga got all kind of names, man. He got all kind of names on him. Man.
You and your various identities online. I can't keep up with that. Yo,
Shamwala, man.
Have y'all been have you been watching Candace and her Kamala Harris expose?
Who?
Candace Owens.
Mm-mm.
Y'all, she's really getting into it. Like, she's digging into this lady's background, her family, her parents, the lies that have been being told. Like, it's a lot of information.
Look at what this person said.
Look, he loved his little part.
Look at this. Look on the screen. This say Addie Fresh. I love your haircut, Anna.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
He try to act so bashful.
Turn your ears on, man. This nigga said incognito. That's why
right. And all these different names.
Right.
And this person said so handsome.
Oh, say thank you.
Thank you.
What? All right. You want to talk to the people about your business? It's your business now, so you have to tell them about it. What you pointing at me for? Come on, talk
to the folk, man. Let's just act like mama ain't even here.
top
here.
tier parties is the bounties and
No, just talk about the bouncies. How do the people book you?
the people book us a lot of times.
No, but I'm saying, how do the people book you? They can reach you at top
They have
tier
to call
parties.
that.
They can reach us at what's the phone number they can reach us at?
Daddy's phone number.
Yeah, you right.
Gotta go back.
7
470
263
263 1528
24. Mama's number is 28. Daddy's number is 24.
God dang it, bro. How you going? You can't even goddamn sell your own business. You don't even know the number. But we going in, man. Bouncy's top tier parties, the Bouncy's, man. You got Atticus and Paxton who owns the business now, and they've been doing their doggone thing. Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Atticus today said he wanted a mohawk. And
and Abby was just a big hater.
Abby was just a big hater.
Yes.
She was hating on your mohawk.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said it looked like a white boy.
Bump her.
Bump her, bro.
Like, I was finna get so mad I was gonna hit her in the face.
No, we are not gonna hit our sisters.
We don't hit
people.
We don't
hit
women. We don't hit folks, regardless, unless they come for us. Then we gotta knock them out.
I was gonna get so angry.
Don't get angry. Yeah, you get angry. Be angry, but sin not. That's what the scripture say.
She's my sibling.
Yeah.
There's your other sibling.
Yeah. So listen, y'all. We just want to encourage everyone. Also, listen. We at that time, man. We seeing a lot of craziness going on, bro. Y'all here down south, and I ain't even trying to be. I'm not even trying to be on the conspiracy theory stuff.
It's conspiracy facts at this point.
They talk about the goddamn hurricanes, and they took the path of where the slaves went. It's hitting the same states where the slaves came in at. This port strike is affecting the same states that the slave ports was in. I don't know. Hey, Keith. Like, how's it? I know you drive trucks, man. How's it like out here, man? Is the port strike real, my boy? Is the port strike real? And what do we got to look forward to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you know what's going on, but like, what's real out here? What ain't?
I read on the West Coast that a lot of the ports are automated now. Like, they don't even have a lot of people working at the ports. It's automation, and supposedly that's another thing that the East Coast port workers are supposed to be striking against. But
striking because they want theirs automated too?
No, they're trying to stop the automation from coming because the automation is taking all the human jobs.
He said, man, it's real.
And they keep talking about I hate to even mention this, but they keep talking about hearing people screaming in storage containers, finding dead bodies in storage containers, and nothing's being done about it.
It depends on how long it go on. All right, listen, y'all. We want to encourage all our people, man, to gear up, bro. We in World War III. They just ain't called it that yet. We got them watching America. We watching Great Babylon crumble. Y'all, it's that time, man. It's not time to goddamn be bull crapping. It ain't time to goddamn play. It is time now to gird up your loins, bro. To take this thing serious and to walk in these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep the faith in Christ, man, because we here, bro. We are watching the prophecies unfold. The prophets has been prophesying, and the dry bones is coming back to life. We here now. We here. So stop acting like we don't know what's going on. We see what's going on. Like, we ain't confused. Like, you brought out the scripture earlier. Like, hey man, it's gonna be to those who ain't aware, it's gonna be like a thief in the night. But for those who know what's going on, he ain't coming back like a thief in the night. He told us all the things to look forward to. Yeah, we don't know the day or the hour, but we definitely know the time.
It's like my mama. Like, my mama like to call you and say that she's on her way. She'll call you at like 9 o'clock in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm coming to your house today, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And even though I'll be like, Ma, call me when you pulling up. She don't, but you know she coming. That's how the Most High coming. He ain't gonna call you when he pulling up, but you know he coming.
You know he coming, man.
You know he coming.
Hey, y'all, we love y'all, man. We thank y'all for tuning in. We just want to say for sure, make sure that y'all follow the YouTube at Monologue My God. Like, share, and also please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, please. Why Boaz don't want your ass air Thursday? You know what I'm talking about? And y'all make sure y'all tune in. Please. Go follow at F3 Friends Up Family Fest. We have a big event coming up in November, the end of November, on Thanksgiving and that Friday of Thanksgiving, the 2-day basketball tournament. It's going to be off the chain, man. And so y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. And also, if you feel led to give, what is the saying?
$1 or $2 will do.
$1 or $2 will do. If you like to give to the House of Mono, that is our cash app. $1 or $2 will do. We love you guys. Hey, like Keith the Chef said, hey man, keep oiling your lamps. Bro, it's that time. It's that time. Listen, man, learn to grow your food. Bro, god dang, get your chicken or two. If you can have a goat on your land, get you a goat or two, man. Listen, man, do what you got to do, bro. It's time, folks. And guess what? What's gonna happen? We're gonna get to the point when that mark of the beast come. You can't come to this grocery store and buy nothing. What we gonna do? You can't come to this store and buy nothing. What you gonna do?
Ain't no Uber Eats.
No, ain't no Uber Eats,
Ain't no
man.
Instacart.
Hey, we know what's happening. The scriptures already told us. Why we not being prepared? Let's prepare, y'all. We love y'all. You got anything, boo?
Repent and turn from your sins. Repent and turn from your sins, because the kingdom of the Most High is at hand. Like, I don't know how much clearer we can be about it. And I don't know how y'all aren't like kind of having mini tremors every time the news come on and something else happens. Like, this should be like an alarm clock going off again. You know, it's the alarm clock and we just keep hitting snooze, keep hitting snooze, keep hitting snooze.
Ain't no more snooze.
But eventually,
it's 10:03.
you're going to have to get up. Bump you, but ain't no more snooze.
No, just letting you know it's 10:03.
No, okay. So repent, turn from your sins. I love you so much. Go ahead and check out some past episodes. If you feel led, please hop in the Cash App. I love you so much. Shalom and shalom and good night.
I have to make a big announcement.
Mono.
Living super clean. That it came up.
One time for my king doing king things. My beast hoes cause he know he got a good thing.
Tune in to Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass with your host, Miss Mono.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. live on YouTube at Miss Mono's World and Monologue My God. Now also available on the Saya TV on Roku and Fire Stick. Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Don't miss it, sisters and cousins.
Let him save you in the end like a Seminole. Be his help me, shout it, let the silly go.
One time for the men doing gang
For my
things.
king.